Hello. Let's get straight into this. We got stuff to do. There's no time to friggin' waste. Hey, Skullbot, how you doing? How you diddling? I do have agility to do, but before agility, I would like to use all of the bars that I have been mining for and smithing over the last god knows how long. Because that just seems like a good idea, and also, it's probably gonna make me a decent little bit of cash. Which is wonderful. You loved the mining and smithing grind as a kid? I enjoy it a lot. It's something that I can actually do while I'm like semi-distracted. Which I like quite a lot. A 46. But it's not very good for the sake of the stream, because man is it fucking slow and kinda boring. Hey, Crimmy! Thank you very much. Just one more month. Just one more month and you will be the full way there. Horrifying. I appreciate it. The 3 fucking years. Nearly. Oi, 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 oi. A truly, truly terrifying thought. I'm gonna put 1 coin into my inventory just so I don't have that leftover thing every time, because it's gonna piss me off. I can make plate legs now. I would like to make 5 plate legs, please. Steel is my to be used in the wilderness armor. Is why I'm making 5 of all of it. At least for the moment, until I find myself into a situation where that is no longer the case. Anytime I want to pop into the wilderness, I can whap myself in some full melee. And I won't just get ran over, hopefully. I'm just gonna do all of this. Make all of these. Hopefully, desperately hopefully, it doesn't look like I am actually gonna have enough. Which is really fucking sad. I really, really wanted to hit level 50 from this. Because if I'd hit level 50, I could have started smelting mithril. Or adamantine, or whatever the next one is. But it seems like that's not going to be the case. Foolish of me to think that 300 was enough. But that's fine. That's all good. That's all good. It gives me a vague knowledge on how much I will need. The Grand Exchange? I can't use the Grand Exchange, you little bugger. Smithing experience is easy to calculate because it's all per bar. But calculating is something that takes effort. I just vaguely guessed and was like, this should be a good amount. Don't know if it's going to get me anywhere near close, but it's like a good amount of materials. I don't want to look stuff up and do math. Ugh. Ugh. But yeah, it's like a far distance away, huh? I don't think it's even going to get me to 68. Which is a real shame, because that means I won't have the steel plate body. Mithril is before Addy. Okay, cool. I wanted to start mining it. Like, I've got level 55 mining. I can mine it now. I can mine Mithril. Not that I know where to mine Mithril, but I can mine Mithril. Wait till you're on the grind for runesmithing. Dude, that... I don't know if I'll ever get that far. Considering you have to be like level 90, right? To even fucking... Level 85 to mine it. Level 85 to smith it as well. It's just terrible. And it's all 8 coal? Ugh. 8! For 1 bar. I'm gonna have to try and find some other way around by that point. Dude, I'm gonna get nowhere from this. What the fuck? This was so much less beneficial than I thought. I'm getting like 1 level from 300 bars. Oh my god, I need so much. I need so much. Man, that is rough. I need a lot of materials. Like a lot of materials. How much have I got so far? 61,000 experience an hour. If I could smith for a full hour, I would have my entire level's worth of experience again. That's kind of hilarious. Wow, that's painful. I can do the Shazian stuff that I have no interest in doing. Yeah. Yay. So up until this point, I have gained 7,000 experience, which is what I need to get another level. So I probably need like 700 more iron bars. Or steel bars, sorry. That is amazing. And also the fucking worst. Dude, I really thought I would be in so much of a better situation. Having mined 300 steel worth. At least mining the iron is quick. It's the coal that sucks. The coal is poop. It is poop. How long it takes to mine it. Yeah, I'm not gonna get to 68, huh? That is a shame. To 68? Definitely not getting to 68. 48. Because 48 was my play body. Which was an important one. Because that was what was gonna make my grind easier. My melee grind. I was like, at least I'll get there. my foolishness. I have found the limits of it. I say, I will definitely make this mistake again in the future. Damn. I did not realize that smithing was going to be this meme. Also, what confuses me here? I know I've got a lot of coal in my bank still, but the mining level to smithing level is just like not appropriate. I got like 4, 5 mining levels from all of the stuff that I've mined, and it equated into like what, one and a half, 2.5 levels of smithing. That's kind of rough. Just shy of 300 bars was 11,000 experience, so I'm going to need seriously like 1,000 bars. Ugh. Alright, let's go sell some swords. This was the core bit though. I get to roll in the money right now. If I sell 10, they're probably selling what they're going to continue to sell at, right? 100? 50? 50 coins seems to be as low as it goes. It's quite the change from an initial 300 to go down to 50. Oh my god. I made a lot of money there though, eh? 4,600? From one inventory? Pretty happy about that. This man also bottoms out at 50. Okay. And I made like half as much in total. I wonder if that is a every time I'm in Varrock, sell an inventory of swords sort of situation. So what, like 28 times 50? I mean, I don't necessarily, like, it's like, not a ton less money, to be honest. It's 1,400. I did get like 4,000 for that first inventory worth. So maybe not. That is actually kind of bad. Okay, well, I got 21k in there now. Right. Before I do the agility training, I would like to do one little loop of my farms. Um, 6, 12, 18 is how many I need. There's one little loop of the farms, is gonna slowly but surely get me to that all-important level. Of, I believe 30 is what I needed. Let me check my little goals that I set myself here. It's 68 smithing, by the way. It's looking a wee bit harder to obtain right now. Just a wee bit harder. Is that Reedmin? I'm assuming that's Reedmin. Hello. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy my just like catastrophe. Basically. It just keeps getting worse. It just keeps getting worse. The actual like main core goal that I set myself was smithing 56. And that's what I need for the crossbow. 68 was just a nice little cherry on top benefit. Which I have now discovered is probably not going to happen. Although who knows, 1,000 bolts is kind of a lot. Or like, sorry, 10,000 bolts is kind of a lot. Give me a spade, a dibber, this, and 2 of those, please. My first tomats. I've never harvested these before. This is a new one. Hello, Mace. I see you are delighted today. Welcome. Fucking Fatalis. Why are you doing it now? I thought you were doing it on the 27th. You wanted to play World because you talked about World, and you decided to immediately go for Fatalis after you haven't played the game for God knows how long? Seems very unwise. Everything else has been there, done that. I mean, you could try and get stuff to get some more upgrades to help you with him, right? If you just felt like playing World in general. You're done upgrading? What, like you're completed? You've got everything tippity-toppity, or you just can't be asked anymore? I will be back here later. Augmented armor? You got augmented weapons as well? In tomatoes. Oh yeah, I was gonna do this, wasn't I? Like this. The weapons are too much work for too little reward for you. Fair enough. Then all you need to overcome is your truly hardest challenge. Patience. No, thank yous. Unfortunately, that's the one if you want to kill him, Mace. He's gonna die and die fast. You better go learn the speedrun tech then, because that's the only way he dies fast. I've killed him God knows how many times, and it still takes me like 20 plus minutes to kill him. You're not gonna tickle him every 10 seconds, just stabbing him at a second of every day. Yeah, you're not gonna kill him then. That's what that means. Yes, you are. Not unless you, not unless you use mods. His rear legs? Dude, that does no damage to him. You might be able to get him out of phase 1, but it's going to take a long time attacking the rear legs. And you'll never succeed the proper quest because you have to break his head. Have to break his head. Unless you are incredibly fucking good. I think I could do scarecrows there if I saw that correctly, so that's kind of nice. Not even hit that thing half the time? Well, yeah, there's like specific opportunities, you know. Very, very specific moments where you can hit it. You just have to learn what those are. One is when he's doing like the long flame breath. When he does the triangle breath and when he does the swooping flame breath. They're both really good times to hit the head. Agility soon. I need to do one more farming patch, Grimmy, and then I'll make my way over there, don't you worry. The triangle breath ends with one of him putting down one of those explosive things, so you keep dying. Yeah, see what you do there, Mace, is when you feel like it's gonna end, you move away. I'm not delaying it on purpose, Crimmy, it's just... the quicker I get all of this crap done, the less I have to do it in the future. I don't really want to grind fucking 7 farming levels and be stuck on that, right? Your mid attack every time that feeling creeps in. You just gotta learn the timing. That's Monster Hunter. You gotta learn to play Monster Hunter, Mace, is what you need to do. Instead of fucking button mashing till the monster dies. Hey, Hedgie. How you doing? The sudden urge to play tech mods? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Tech mods are the best mods. Make the weather behave. Behaving just fine here. I see no reason to alter it. I see a big, scaly punching bag, or you see a monster, we're not the same. Well, see, the problem is here, Mace, is your big, scaly punching bag seems to be using you as a punching bag, because you keep fucking dying. So maybe you should stop looking at it as a big, scaly punching bag and start looking at it as an opponent. Because I'm not the one who can't kill Fatalis. Go away, little cat. The spam is too cheeky with this one. I can't perform a long distance fancy ass like make weather better spell, you know? You're on your own on that one. You're the one in close proximity. You're the one who's got to do it. Then Aiden left you to rot as well? What do you mean? Aiden's there until the first phase is done. Home to make your infinite poop generator? Sorry. Do it or forever suffer the itch of 1,000 bedbugs? Nah, I'm okay. I'm good on both accounts, thanks. I don't want either of those. Or bug bites, so red bed bugs, but same thing. You can use poop as furnace fuel. Why on earth would you do that? Did Aiden run out of heals? Aiden died? That skipped to the cutscene? Then you can play multiplayer, Mace. That's the multiplayer threshold. That's phase 1. Agility, begin. There we go. We've sated Crimmy's desire. The quest still looked the same. It's still the same quest, but you've done phase 1, so you can play it multiplayer now. See, if you did this thing, Mace, called fucking reading, right after that cutscene, a massive pop-up hits the middle of your screen that says, "You can now SOS flare." You fucking idiot. God damn it, Mace. You've done it. You've done the phase 1. You was busy not dying. Literally, you can sprint in like a semicircular line and you're safe against like 90% of attacks. Monster. That's not a good excuse. You should know that. The amount of playtime you have. A very large semicircle. Distance to the monster keeps you safe from most attacks. Also, you should know that pop-up intrinsically at this point. Because it happens after every single story cutscene in the game. Soon as you see Pink Rathian, you can now SOS Flare. As soon as you see Anjanath, you can now SOS Flare. Or whatever it is that it says. It's really fucking annoying. One poop smelts 32 items. What the fuck? Why is feces better than coal? What wonky shit is this? Oh, Mace. Oh, Mace, oh, Mace, oh, Mace. You really are your own worst enemy, my friend. I appreciate your existence and I enjoy talking to you. Sometimes. But you frustrate the shit out of me sometimes, my man. Peak content. Jumping around rooftops. Many share that opinion. Hope you have a good day, Gary. Whatever you get up to. I appreciate the lurk quite a lot. It's very kind of you. New course soon, TM. 3 more redeems will be on a new course. And I will get, based on everything I've seen so far, probably about 50% more experience, which will be nice, but ultimately probably not overly beneficial. But hey, it will help further place the game into the further place the agility logic more into the lead. If I can get extra experience. Because coal equates roughly like 10,000 experience an hour. If I remember correctly. Which is the thing I need to mine the most of. And this is already better than that. This is like, what, 30,000? Or something? It hasn't fully built up yet. Or it's been fucked by something else I did earlier. But yeah. What the fuck do you mean intrinsically familiar? You saw a pop-up, you had no idea what it said, nor the ability to take your eyes off the fatty. But that pop-up is always, like, logical, right? It's always the same pop-up. You see that pop-up a few times, you read it a few times, you know what that is forever. I haven't played World in... properly. I haven't played World properly in like, a long time. I can't even think of when the last time I played it properly was. If you ignore my brief stint where I got to, like, Duratodos and then stopped. You forgot it existed. Short-term memory loss fucking you over, Mace. Maybe it's just my sheer irritation with that pop-up that has lodged it into my brain and it's never able to leave. I know what that is in the core of my soul whenever it happens. Did you not notice, like, the music change? Or anything? To signify the phase change? Though? Also, like, the massive expansion to the arena and the, like, Gatling gun and... the fact that the Dragonator area is now open, even if you can't use it yet. The area is like twice as large, just in general. No, there was a cutscene, but you forgot everything that it could mean. That's really impressive, honestly, to like a worrying degree. But yeah, you can play multiplayer now. Because you've done phase 1. Once Aiden is gone, because he carries you through phase 1 the first time round, then he dies. He should die. He doesn't. On the process to phase 2. And then after you've got to phase 2 once, he never comes back. He's just fucking gone. You remove fatty from your brain. Just entirely. Like, repressed memories. Level bad. I'm having thoughts right now in my brain. That is usually how that works. About what I want to do with the steel situation. I got 10,000 experience for 300 bars. So I need 150 to get to the next level. The level after is likely going to be like 9,000 experience. And then the one after that is likely going to be like 10,000 experience. So if I just, pardon me, overkilled the absolute shit out of it, because obviously I've got to smelt the bars in the first place as well, and that's also worth a certain amount of experience. If I just made like 1,000, I would be good. Like clearly in the clear. I could probably get away with doing like 750. And that would be a safe threshold, so I might go for that. Just because it's a lot of mining. The coal in of itself, obviously, if I'm doing 750 bars of steel, I need two coal per iron. So 750 iron and 1,500 coal. It's a lot. And maybe the more important thing is because I'm going to make so much mithril, I don't want to waste the levels. Since I think I'm probably gonna make like 2,000 mithril. And I'm hoping that's enough to get the early part of what I want done. The bolts, at least. Get to the bolts and, like, do the bolts themselves. Hopefully. It's a bit of a shitstorm. Bit of a shitstorm. I have 17 minutes remaining. I think this is gonna be so fucking close. And then so funny. It's so unfortunate. There's also the fact that I want the Varos plate, the Varrock, sorry, plates before I even start mining the Mithril, so. Because that will make it a lot quicker to do. Hopefully, if it goes up to that one. This helped a little bit by the fact that I've already done a decent chunk of the quests there. What was my additional requirements I needed? So first of all, I wanted to get all my combats to 40, of which I'm very close to doing. In all honesty, very, very close. Then I had a total hope, after I've done the Varrock Diary, of getting smithing 68, crafting 56, woodcut 50, fire make 40, farming 30. Now the farming one I'm gonna slowly work towards. For example, I'm gonna immediately go and do all the farms again after I've done this agility, because they should all be done by that point. And it seems like that will be true, because the amount of time it will take me to get round to Catherby, that's the last one on the stop. There was also potential fishing level 40 that would have been nice. But there's so much stuff. Anyway, the things that I need right now for the Varrock Diaries that I don't have as of this moment. And ideally a combat level of 45, but I can get around that with food. $25 farming and a quest, and then 30 farming for a different quest. Hey, Fish, how you doing? Welcome. I'm also starting to kind of like re-question my previous assessment. Hey Ramad, thank you, I appreciate it, I'm sure I will. I hope you have a good time as well. If maybe this is worth doing, never mind, 48 Herblore. It is not. Fuck that. I don't even know how I train this shit, to be honest, so that's not gonna happen. It would be very nice to have at least 38 those prayer restore potions, because that seems just amazing. There's also whatever a combat potion does, which intrigues me. What was the next one I could do with Harrowlanders? A compost potion. Oh, delightful. Never mind. Yeah, 26 is like the first one I can see that's actually useful. The energy. So quite far away. Ava with 80 hunter? 80 hunter? Jesus Christ, what do you think I am? I got 7k experience left to go on this. It is gonna be disgustingly close. For that level up. $240,000 experience. It's a real big jump in 3 levels. 4 levels, technically. I guess it's every 7 levels that it doubles, so it does make sense, but bloody hell. Also wondering, depending on what the level requirement is, there's a quest called Dragon Slayer that I kind of just want to do. Yeah, once combat 45, but like I could probably do that with food, right? I get to kill a dragon? That would be cool. The new Predator strain in Helldivers is even making 150s fold left and right. It's rough. That's the Invisible Stalkers, right? Are they still around? I thought they were only on the one planet. Because that got liberated, right? That planet? I have noticed. Oh no, it's on a new planet now. Okay. Errata Prime has it instead. I have noticed that everyone has proceeded to instantaneously forget about the overarching threat of the Illuminate moving the planet towards Super Earth slowly but surely. Because the bugs have new stuff. Just immediately we failed like 2 or 3 defenses, if I'm not mistaken. So it's looking an awful lot like we might lose almost all of those planets. Yeah, if I could kill dragons, I could do Dragon Slayer and kill a dragon, and maybe I can kill other dragons. And that would be pretty sweet. I really don't know. I don't think so. I think I'm just shy, but it's fucking close. Hey, if eventually we might end up putting ourselves into a situation again where people are forced to fight a different foe because we've completed every single bug mission, and then maybe we'll make progress on other fronts again. Since that's the only way we ever make progress on a different front. As cool as the Illuminates are, without the main army joining them, it's like a horde cleanup, yeah. Yeah, I kind of hope they don't remain this, like, hit-and-run faction forever, because it's a bit awkward. I should really play Helldivers again. Every time, man. I was even looking at it in my inventory the other day. My inventory? Yeah, my inventory. My Steam inventory. It's not horrifically wrong, I guess. My Steam library. I was looking at it in there, and I was like, yeah, like I want to, but it's a lot. And I feel like every time I play a lot. Like, I put a lot of hours in, and then I take a break for like a few months or something, and I'm already like miles behind again. And it just sucks. It's a problem. Live service, man. I get why they have to do it, because they have to retain people's interest in playing the game, but ooh. I counted it the other day. I can't remember how many it was. I think it was either 6 or 7. I am like 6 or 7 war bonds that I just don't have. Just don't have them. But that's the thing, LaFish. The grind isn't fun if it never ends. You know? Because I go on, I maybe get like 1 or 2 war bonds unlocked. I take a break for a little bit because I've put in, you know, a lot of hours every single week. And then I come back to the game again and 6 new war bonds are out and it's like, fuck! Kill me! I don't really want to be playing infinite amounts of the game. Yeah, that's the problem, Zale. That's what I was saying. That's the issue. It's because of the live service. They need to constantly put stuff in order to get it going, and then... it turns into this, like, pressure to play it all the time, and then I just don't want to play it all the time, and then going back is this, like, momentous wall of horror that I don't want to interact with. Even though it's really fun. It doesn't help that it is really best enjoyed with people, and I don't really have anyone to play it with other than my partner. And when you were sample farming, the 150 randos always collect them despite being maxed out. I mean, they're probably collecting them for the DSS, right? They pour all of the ones they have into the DSS every single time, then they need to collect more, so they go out and get them again. Repeat the cycle forever. It's annoying how everything seems to be live service. Yeah, it is. This was when the DSS was shut down. Oh, well, maybe then they're just doing it for the sake of having something to do. I mean, when you're next to something, you just pick it up, right? They might be trying to get super credits or something. But if you come across a sample, you just pick up the sample. Because it helps your team. There's my time on agility. They're not indefinitely sustainable. We're going to lose so many games when the age of live service slows down, yeah. The hope, I guess, is that they can either be left to run by themselves, or they can sort something in terms of, like, allowing the server files to be released to people or something. But obviously that's idealistic thinking. It's only -4, but it gives me humongous defensive bonuses, sure. I want to try and get the last little bit of the magic levels that I need to do, hopefully. That's the hope. Reminds me of the crew from Ubisoft. You mean the quadruple A game? I will never forget that. It's so fucking funny. Ubisoft could just not exist anymore. I mean, sooner or later that's gonna happen if they keep going the way they're going. be honest. If they keep it up, they will eventually ban. EA is the one that's the harder target to deal with because they have all the sports games, but Ubisoft is reliant on a few of their franchises that they seem intent on fucking up as much as possible, like Assassin's Creed. That's half defense the game they made, in your opinion, was Valhalla, and that was just a copy-paste reskin. They're tired and overdone open world, yeah. The tower, vision, map, explore, side quest game that they do. The singular product they put out. What magic level was I? 38. Cool. I need to get up to 40 magic. This is just a little test to see how runes-wise, how far I can get, how I'm doing, and how competent it was to fight them. That's why I didn't bring any food with me. With my, like, pseudo half mage, half ranger armor, because I don't have mage armor. It seems like it's gonna be okay for the most part so far. And then I can work on the melee stats. Although I definitely forgot to do all the farming stuff, eh? Whoopsie. Well, I can do it after. I don't even really need to put rapid regen on because I haven't taken multiple hit points of damage, it was just the one. I did a financial report for 2024 and it was rough. Yeah? Really? Good. I don't really think there's a grand deal of people at this point who are going to be upset by Ubisoft as a company going away, right? They've burned any and all goodwill they had a long time ago at this point. There's always gonna be a few, because there just always is a few, but... I think for the majority of people, Ubisoft's a bit of a... almost relic of the past at this point, right? Pushing poo. Lovely. Oh yeah, I could have put a shield on. I keep forgetting about that. I can have a shield as a mage. It was 990 million euros, which is 31% down year to year. It's also just not a lot of money for a company as big as they are with as many staff as they have. That is not a ton of money. To be honest. Seems like a lot. Basically €1 billion seems like a lot of money, but... You think of how many staff they have as well, it goes away very quickly. And also their CEO probably gives themselves, like, you know, a solid, like, at least $1 million of that. Probably way more in bonuses alone for having a great financial year, even though they went down money. It would be great though, honestly. It would be a really nice thing to sort of happen in a sense to games. Remove the era of the AAAs. Maybe herald in a new era of AA games or something similar. That would be pretty friggin' sweet, to be honest. Smaller, more like independent companies with a good budget behind them. Fuck yeah, man. I might actually have enough runes to finish this up, honestly. Indie games always providing something unique compared to AAAs, yeah. Who refuse to deviate from the, like, it worked once, it can work again logic. But when we made this exact same game 15 years ago, they loved it. Why don't they love it now? We changed the colours and everything. I wonder how fulfilled game developers feel at companies like that. If they enjoy what they do. The work that they do. In spite of setting millions on a game, yeah. Everyone praises the indie scene, but there's just as many bads as there is AAA. That's the thing, though, right? That's the problem. There's just as many bad indie games that are made by people who have no money, no real resources. It's potentially like one person in a basement for 5 years. As the company that spends millions of dollars and has hundreds, potentially even thousands of staff. It's not really on, is it? Indie has plenty of its fair share of shitters and greedy corporate scumbags and all that stuff as well. But but you would expect the quality of the increased money and the increased developers and market research and all of this shit to actually have some sort of tangible benefit. But it doesn't. I was gonna say it doesn't seem to, but it just doesn't a lot of the time, and that doesn't seem right. Can't appeal to everyone, like everything is gonna succeed. It's not. But it's the thing, right? Like, how does something like LaFish just said the name of it a while ago, but I can't remember. The Crew happen, right? It's in development for like, what, 8 years or something? It has thousands and thousands and millions of pounds put into it, a humongous gang of people working on it. You can't say there's not a market for it, because it's not true, because the other game that I can't remember the name of is there as well. That is an incredibly similar vein. Boat multiplayer pirate game thing. So there's a market, there's the funding, there's the devs, there's the market research, there's everything there for a success, and yet they still produce like one of the most boring, worst made pieces of shit. That one's not a situation of like, not everything's gonna appeal to everyone, right? Like, that was almost unanimously panned as being bad. Even if you ignore the fuckery with them being like, it's quadruple A. Even if you ignore that dumb shit. I do agree with your point in general. 100%. But these companies have the money and the power and all of that stuff to be able to like afford early playtesters and see if the game is enjoyable to anyone and all of that stuff, right? So there's essentially no good real reason why it should have gone on for as long as it did when it wasn't enjoyed by anyone. It just doesn't make logical sense. They definitely don't deserve the way in which people just fucking dump on them. It's just absurd. What people do. They should just never get that far, is the thing. Do you know what we're talking about? Intrusive ads decided to interrupt it. Get on adverts. Can't live with him, can't live without him. It's spoopy. Does it make sense why some companies pour millions into the game, knowing if it flops they're gonna lay off a large chunk of their employees? Yeah. Because they just lose out in every single way, right? They lose out in every single way. It is insane. It's so easy to do market research or just early playtesters. Is this enjoyable? Where would you see the game going? Is it interesting? Is there anything? With the giant keys, you can fight a free-to-play boss. Oh, that's what they're for. Yeah, there was the little area down there, and I wondered if they went in there. But they do, huh? Cool. Very cool. I'm about the only person you'll sit on Twitch and put up with them for. I appreciate it. I know it sucks to have them there. I've said it before. I don't know if people have necessarily been around at the time in which I've said it, but they're there for good reason. They account for 1/4 of my monthly income. That one advert an hour. It sucks to have it. I know it does. But it is a not insignificant amount of my money a month. That's 1/4. That's 1/4 of my monthly income. Now my monthly income is dog shit, but yeah, the thing with adverts that I always try and remind people is you need to not look at the number of the adverts, you need to look at the length of the advertisements. Because Twitch is really stupid and they don't understand that the number of the adverts is what deters people. Someone can run literally like 1 minute of ads, and technically, if they're all 3-second adverts, you could get 20 ads. You know? So like I do, I run 1 minute of ads. I know it's easy to just be annoyed, but if you got like, if they're going on for like a lot of time, then that's frustrating, for sure. One minute's manageable, 3 minutes and 15 makes you leave and not come back. I understand it, yeah. It just really sucks to hear from like my perspective that point, because if I was to run 3 minutes of ads instead of 1 minute of ads and people stuck around for them, instead of it being like a third, But yeah, a quarter of my income, I would make not only 3 times as much, because 3 times the adverts, right? But also if you run 3 minutes of ads, instead of 1 minute of ad, you get a higher ad split. So I wouldn't get like 30% of the money, I'd get 55% of the money. Which is that's like a big fucking chunk of boost, right? I won't do it, because I know having them in the first place is already like pretty bad for retention stuff, but you know, sometimes with the sheer amount of them, you gotta remind yourself, hey, cable. See, now, that is a comparison I do take offense to, personally, because I don't know how TV works in America, but at least in England, per 45 minutes, unless you're on the BBC, per 45 minutes of television, you receive 15 minutes of advertisement. It's about 12. Vaguely. And it's not that egregious. Even YouTube with their, like, way more intrusive new ads that are all over the fucking place aren't even half that as intrusive. Because in an hour of television, you got 3 minutes of adverts, the show starts, you've got a first, a mid-roll, and like a 3/4 of the way point advert, and then you also have adverts after the show, which can also be considered the adverts at the start of the show, and they're 3 minutes long, so 3, 6, 9, 12. So you've got 12 minutes of adverts. So you get roughly 45 to 48 minutes of actual show. With like intro screen and end credits and stuff if they have those rolling in them as well. It's nowhere near that bad. They're just long enough to make a cuppa, yeah. I do fully understand, but that is the one comparison I take egregious to. Agree that they're intrusive regardless. They are intrusive. The unfortunate thing is I can just also understand that there's a purpose to them, at least in the current way in which our society works. Prayer level dinged, that's happy days. One thing does not nullify the other, you know? Most adverts deter you from purchasing the thing, or have zero relevance to you to begin with. I honestly can't even think the last time I even paid attention to what an advert was. Like, I have my ads on YouTube just because I know it makes the people that I enjoy watching a little bit of money, even if it's not a terribly large amount. It makes them something. When I can't afford to otherwise give money to them myself. But I can't tell you what I've seen at all. Like, it just doesn't work on me as a consumer. Because it purely just, in one out the other. I'm not even paying attention. Oh, look at it. I'm looking at it the whole time. Waiting for the little skip button to appear. I'm taking in no information at all. Just like fucking eyes glazed over, dead inside. It's got to be a horrible place to try and work in, advertising. Somehow make this thing that everyone thinks already is annoying and intrusive and just, like, needless to some degree. Sell something to them in a way that is going to appeal to them and not just be fucking irritating when you're already interrupting something else they would rather be doing. That's such a hard task, bro. What a poopy thing to have to try and do. Kind of surprised these guys are still attacking, to be honest. Thought I would have been down here this time round for the requisite amount of time, but I guess not. You mute your phone, hit your face down. See, I do wonder how that plays out. Because I would imagine if you mute your phone, it doesn't matter. But Twitch has a funky thing where if you have multiple tabs open, it will only take the one, on PC this is, it will only take the one that is actively playing audio, I believe. If you open Twitch and then mute it with the actual Twitch player and have another tab open, it won't give that person anything. But if you mute the browser, it still works. There's some, like, funky shit going on with that. I remember someone telling me about that before. Some wonky shit. So I wonder how that works on mobile. Would be interesting to know. Well, I've definitely got enough stuff to get to the level I want to be at. Hello, Rabhard, by the way. Welcome back. I assume you're still lurking, but hello. popped over and saw that I had the things and were like, oh, you can do something with these. Can't have multiple Twitch tabs open on my mobile. If you play anything with sound, it pauses Twitch. Oh, really? Okay. You're currently working? Oh, but you're on your lunch. Cool. Of course, you do Mondays, don't you? Once again. I had forgotten. What tech mod are you playing, Henji? Does not sound anything like any tech mod I've ever heard of. You can just burn poop and farming dust? Like, what the hell is going on over there? Compact claustrophobia? What the fuck? Oh, shit. You need to bake that in an oven. Okay, that is what I wanted to check. You're limited to a really small base. That, I guess. You like doing little sky blocks, eh? You don't necessarily do tech mods as much as you just do, like, sky blocks. Or space-limited areas, I should say. Apologies. Honestly, don't know why I did that. You want to play Newbie Factory, which is basically real life science? Oh god. You are taking a step further than I ever did. I do not have the brain power to do that shit. Oh, it makes a lot of sense that you have to do a baked potato in the oven, huh? Because it's baked. Like my fucking brain. I'm gonna fish for a while, let my health regen, get myself some food to be able to use in the future. Just seems smart. Then I can get my magic level, and then finally I can start training my melee. Finally! It's taken my sweet ass time to do it. You started Star Ocean 3 instead of Fire Emblem last night? Cool. How did that go? The amount of games you have on the go at the same time, Zale, is truly terrifying to me. I don't know how you keep them separate in your brain. I don't even remember what I'm doing in any particular game in the week before I start playing it on stream. That's why I want to tone it down a bit after the month. After next month. Because I cannot remember what I'm doing in anything. Yeah, the struggle is real. Thankfully, we're coming to an end of all the September games. We are onto the last lot of them. There is only 3 left, which is pretty cool. Almost started awakening. Didn't want too many games with wilds around the corner. 2 on the go right now, that's it. Oh, really? Cool. Your incentive and drive to finish Yakuza died when you saw 3 and 4 being taken off the Game Pass. Yeah, because then you can't play them anymore. That makes a lot of sense. You don't like them enough to want to pay for them. Fair. Very fair. Fried onions and chocolate bombs. Freeze the bad one. Is that the one where you were having problems with, what was it? There was like one enemy who just ate absolutely all of your healing, like right near the start of the game, I want to remember. I remember you having a big problem with that. You learned that from cooking fish? Life works in mysterious ways, Phoenix. Who can truly know the secrets of a chef? Sometimes you just cook fish and then, magic happens. How you doing? Welcome. Good to have you. Oh, I'm nearly there, man. Magic will level up the next time I go down into the dungeon. It will be done. Then I can start working on attack. I think I probably want to do attack until like level 30 maybe. And then do strength all the way to 40 and then do attack again. Because attack determines how often you hit, and strength determines how hard you hit. So as long as I can hit to an acceptable amount, strength is the thing that determines actually how quickly I'm going to level up after that point. Because the harder I hit, the more experience I get, so... That's my thinking. You used to be a RuneScape player you stopped playing years ago. Oh yeah? Any particular reason or just stopped? Just ran out? Ran out of the interest? This is essentially my first foray. This is my real one. My first little try here. Mostly because you hated Jaget's support. Oh? What did they do? What did they do? Oh, it hurts me so much every time. They leave the salmon on the floor. Ugh. The food. It's just wasted. I can't take it. Your RS3 account got hacked somehow. You were able to recover, but they blamed you and didn't help recover any of the gear that the hacker sold. Yeah, that's pretty like dog shit customer support. They blamed you even? Oh, that is a whole nother level of just fucking up. Christ. Yeah, my hope is that I'm never going to have to deal with them. Otherwise, I'm going to be in trouble, probably. New information is available from the fishing tutor at level 39. They have a thing about not giving people like items due to real world trading. Yeah. But they could explain that, right? Instead of being like, no, it's your fault. You need more sulfur now, Hedgie? I mean, you're playing a tech mod pack. That's just part of the course, right? You'll need more and more until it becomes part of a default recipe that you need to mass produce, and then you need to automate it. This is the tech mods. This is always the tech mods. Does real world trading still exist? Or is it kind of a dead thing now? Combat was your main source of money making? Would have been annoying to re-get the combat gear you built up towards. You also played the game enough to earn bonds for membership. I guess you were kind of burnt out. Yeah, that's fair. It does, same as with gold. Crazy. I want to go back down there, or do I want to do one lot more? I kind of want to do one lot more because it'd give me the fishing level so that I could get lobsters. Actually, no, I don't know if one. I don't know if it would actually. This is a good amount of money. This is a good amount of food. Okay. You don't know the story of the hacker who hacked your account, but you had like 800 USD charged on it? Like they were doing some sort of trading? Dragons remove the charges at least? That's good. 800 USD? Holy shit. That's not a small amount of money. Oh my god. It's just crazy to me. Like, what? I like this game kind of a lot. Maybe more than I should, considering it's essentially like Grind Simulator. But how? How is anything worth that much money in this game? $200 real life USD? Like 800 real life USD? It's like 10 years of membership. I'm not pissing into the weapon sheath. I don't want that to be what it comes off as. With longsword. My problem with longsword isn't even necessarily a problem with longsword, it's a problem with Capcom. In that they have made a singular option like far too appealing, in my opinion. Hell, I want them to nerf dual blades. In the next game. Because they're too powerful, you know? What did they do to longsword? They changed it with World to essentially just make it... I don't even know, just like... a very much like default best option if you don't know what to go with. I guess. It's long. It always was. It's now really quick, which it was getting more and more quick as time went on, because that's kind of just what was happening to Monster Hunter in general. But the thing that kept it somewhat reasonable is that it required good positional skill in order to be able to move around the monster to not just get dunked on, because your combos were really long. But they kind of removed that to some degree by just like adding the counters, so now it's just a really good, solid baseline weapon that's strong in almost every aspect, but has weaknesses in essentially none. Is the issue. It does have some weaknesses, for sure. Like, I'm not saying that that's not true, but... they are greatly overshadowed by its strengths in other areas. And I don't have a problem with the weapon itself. I don't care about the damage it does. I don't give a shit about any of that. The only thing I care about is you can definitely tell as Monster Hunter goes further and further along that the new player audience is gravitating more and more towards a singular weapon, and that weapon is longsword. Because it's flashy yet simple. It's strong but not complicated. It's got very big upsides but not really big downsides. It's just good at a lot of things. It's okay. It's okay to a degree, definitely. What isn't okay is when at one point in time over 50% of your entire player base was playing one weapon. That's a problem. For like game health standpoint, that is a problem. That is like genuinely problematic. And I truly think the best thing to do in order to fix that problem is to leave Longsword alone and to elevate other weapons up, because that's how you make the other weapons more interesting. If you nerf Longsword, all people are going to do is just complain about Longsword being nerfed and then continue to play Longsword, you know? Don't touch Greatsword and Hammer. Greatsword and Hammer aren't even vaguely the same weapons anymore, I would say. With, like, Hammer has phase shifts and stuff. It's, like, nowhere near the same anymore. You've got two different movesets, and even the movesets it has don't even resemble the original ones anymore that much. Very, very different. Hey Canadian, the way I was making money is by selling all of the steel longswords that I made. They both have their places. They do, which is why no one really cares about it. But in terms of like not touching it, they've already touched it so much, right? It's more what I meant. Same with Greatsword. It's a very different weapon now with True Charge Slash and shoulder hit that you can do. Specifically that second one is game-changingly different. All it did is expanded. Maybe. Maybe. Personally, I don't really agree. But maybe. I don't know. I want to set my private chat to friends only. Why is that? Funny. No one's gonna private chat me, right? Only weirdos and bots, exactly. Hey! Even Harvest, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It worked, it did. Deploy! Pressing one button crit draw in Carnival is not ideal. I mean, it changed the playstyle, right? Which isn't a problem. I don't know. I'm stuck in such a weird spot because I don't want Monster Hunter to just remain like super traditional in what it was forever, because that's just not interesting, right? It's just not interesting at all. But I personally don't like the just like removal of danger from a lot of weapons. The shoulder slam for greatswords is so fucking powerful to dodge attacks, even if you do still take a bit of damage. It's just humongous. Longsword has the counter. Dual Blades is not immune. In World, specifically, its dodge time is essentially reduced to 0 on, like, every single attack other than Demon Dance. It's fucking nuts. Genuinely busted as hell. How tough is it to maintain 2 Horn melodies in Wilds? I don't know, I've never played Horn. Also, Wilds is a non-topic at the moment. Since it's not out, and I don't want any spoilies. You can get stunned in Rise with a tackle, a lot of status effects go through, some multi-hits will grind you into carrot shreds if you try and tackle through it. how many monsters pre-endgame actually really have like multi-hits though, right? Because once again, remember, I'm talking about going through the game, not the toughest challenges. Because when you go through that game, the tackle is like amazing. Anything I can think of is Duratomus. As a slap slap. Mr. Ulterior Motives? Me? No. Do you just know how to do all of this stuff, Hedgie? Or is there like a book that tells you how to do it in the game? Like a little quest book or knowledge book or something? Or are you just like looking it up? Because it feels like all of this shit must be really complicated to know how to do. There is a quest book. Okay, cool. JEI as well. Cool. As the things you are referring to do not seem simple. Hey, I know JEI. NEI, JEI, fucking any other thing that it got called in its history. It's got a million names, right? That's the monster issue? As in, like, the monsters aren't strong enough? Is that what you mean? Because that's what most people interact with, is the thing. That's what people are going to remember. It's not... Yeah, this is the problem. Like, you know, I can't even be asked. I'm not explaining myself again. We're not talking about this. I'm not doing it. 30 still from 45. Is it like a percentage chance for each ingot? Or is it something else? We're never gonna, like... I understand your point. You do not seem to be able to comprehend mine. You just, like, reduce it to... New gen doesn't have progression, shut up. Sort of logic. So, we just don't need to talk about it. Because it's just cyclical and pointless. 75% chance for an iron block to turn into 6 steel. So... That's pretty good, yeah. Pretty good. Can't complain about that. Can you upgrade that at all as you go further on? Or is that just like the thing that you're at? Because obviously that's not a great conversion rate. You'd much rather have it at 100% rather than just 75, you know? I really thought I would have a max hit of higher than 4, you know? This is, not the quickest of things. With a max hit of 4. What did I have with bow? 6 or 7? What's my strength? My strength is only 20. It's very low. I just wanted to get my accuracy up so that I could maybe have enough like attack rate consistency to hit with strength. Attack level up? Unfortunately, that was an attack level, not a strength level. Because obviously, if I never fucking hit, the strength stuff is going to be hard to ding. Which unfortunately seems like it's kind of the case. Until I get more attack levels. I suppose it doesn't help that they might just have the resistance as well. Just, it's both slashing though, so that logic should be exactly the same. Hey Gado, Monday stream? Yeah, I have Friday as my day off this week. And next week. Because I got shits I need to do on the Fridays, so just for this week, next week, Monday streams, and not Friday streams. Fight endurance? Yeah, I'm trying to train my melee stats up. For a completely arbitrary reason, essentially. I decided I wanted all of my melee stats, all of my combat stats, excluding prayer, to be at level 40. So I've done magic, done ranged, done defense. I just need the 2 melee ones left, which is strength and attack. Why 40? Great question. Why 40? I don't know. I just sort of decided 40. 40 defense is enough for Rune. It is, yes. But I'm being kind of awkward. I don't want to buy it. I want to either earn it by killing something, or I want to make it myself, and making it myself is a fucking miserable affair. With level 40 defense equating to level, like, 80 fucking 9 smithing. Or something for a defensive. 88 for a defensive piece. The skill maxed for all of the rune plate stuff. So I don't really have any way to get anything better than the steel. Because the only things I was really purchasing, if I could get away with it, was pickaxes and axes. Pickaxes because, other than drops, I think it's literally the only way to obtain them. You can't make it yourself or anything. And An axe is because it was just quicker. It was just quicker. I think the main reason I might have gone for level 40 is because it allowed me to teleport to my house, but I'm not sure. That might have been why. Because that's pretty handy if I put my house somewhere convenient. For magic stats, that is. And I just wanted to level them up because I could feel myself falling behind, essentially. I think I need to get attack up first. I'm just not hitting very frequently. I would... See, like... When I'm on attack, because this is accurate, it gives me 3 attack levels worth of stats or something, right? And I'm already hitting so much more often with that. That could have just been a little bit of RNG, as I've missed a few times there. Could have just got a little lucky streak, but still. If I get this to 30, I should hit enough to then maybe get my strength all the way to 40. More accuracy is better at the start, exactly. Until I can hit semi-consistently, that's far more useful, right? Oh, you can't open the equipment screen while in combat, okay. So I can't see my stats. The other giants aren't really bothered, no. This is just a normal shit for them. I could put rapid regen on, would be a good idea. They uphold to the logic of chivalry. Only one of them may attack at a time. My attack bonus with my gear is really not very good either, huh? I do have kind of a lot of strength bonus, plus 16. Can you talk to them? No. It's attack and examine. You are here to fight. And that is all. What does examine say? A very large foe is what it says. There's also a potentially very scary room I can go into down there, but I don't want to. Not until I am in a better situation. Oh, whoops. Meanwhile, if you pick a fight with an Al-Qarid warrior, you pick a fight with the army. Amazing. Yeah, this is just like a single target area, right? So... not much can be done. Man, my defense could have been so much higher if I had fucking plate body as well. That's insane. What amulet am I wearing? Accuracy. I only have 2 amulets that are useful in that regard. And it's an amulet of accuracy and a amulet of defense. And at this point, especially with the melee armor, plus 10 defense when I've already got like 60, 70 across the board is not really much. But when I've only got like plus 10 attack, plus 4 is big, right? Ugh. Longsword's one of the most accurate weapon types, and still so many zeros, yep. And I've got it on accurate. These guys might just be a bad foe for, like, melee, potentially. Who knows? Who knows? Amulet of Defense useful? I don't know anything about the frickin' amulets in this game. The only two amulets I've got that are equipable for combat bonuses are the Amulet of Defense and the Amulet of Accuracy. As of this current moment in time. Useful? I mean, it could be useful if I was playing a mage. At least in my current mage get-up, plus 10 defense would be like triple my defensive benefit. Pretty handy. You know? When do I actually get access to, like, the next level of stuff? 49 magic, huh? That's a wee bit off. Even then, what can I do already? I can do Sapphire and Emerald. So I do already have the level for the Ruby stuff. Dragonstone? Neat. Yeah, this shit's a little bit out of my currently available equipment. 58 agility, what made it so high compared to the rest? I have a redeem that you can do with channel points, which allows you to give me a task to do for half an hour. I got myself to level 20 agility in order to have a decently good run recharge rate, and it has been almost exclusively redeemed by Crimson Gunner. Every time they have the points, they redeem for me to do agility. Mace did it a few times as well, and there was also a particular streak that I remember happened in Varrock, I believe, when I was on Varrock rooftops, where people were like, hey, so we can just use this to make you do agility for an hour and a half straight, right? And I was like, well, technically, yeah. And then, like, 3 people redeemed it in a row. So I was doing that for a wee bit. It's been an experience, to say the least. But that is why that is that level. That is the tale. And then mining is particularly high as well, because of wanting to make this gear. It's only half an hour direct, but Find and use the heaviest and slowest two-handed weapon I could find for the next hour. The best thing I know of for that would either be a sword. What? A giant champion scroll? Get yourself to the Champions Guild if you dare to face me, puny human, the champion of giants. I'm getting my combat gear through drops and smithing alone. Yeah. Either drops or I have to make it, is the plan. And also, I am not looking up any drops. I'm essentially spoilerless. About the biggest spoilers I have had are from, like, looking through the equipment, which for the most part tells you fucking nothing, right? And what else? I know that something called the Theatre of Blood exists. I don't know what it is, I just know it exists. It's just not particularly helpful for me or anyone, really. Is there anything else? The fire cape, I guess. I am aware of that's existence. That's in fact my goal here. My purpose. I don't know why I withdrew this down here when I'm going to run up there. Now I've just made myself heavier. It's just dumb. Is this my first account? It is. It is my first account, and it's an Iron Man account. So when I say stuff like the Amulet of Defense is useful, which apparently is not considered to be the case, it is because I purely do not know. I do not know. Iron Man means no trading at GE. No trading full stop. Which means no grand exchange. Can't use it unless I want to buy a bond. Oh, I can buy a bond? Amazing. Like I'll ever have the fucking money for that. Don't know how much I need, so I'm just gonna do like this a little bit more. At some point you have no other use for money. Potentially, yeah. I have been using a very large amount of money for feathers, though. Like a lot for feathers. Am I gonna be this lazy? The answer is apparently yes, I am gonna be this lazy. And I'm not even gonna run back down here. This is with membership, it's why I have agility levels. Agility is a membership locked skill. What's the membership? It's paid to unlock more content, more skills, more stuff, basically. It is a subscription, yes. Monthly? You can get it monthly. I think maybe like half a year and a full year. To my understanding. Okay, slowest one is the two-handed sword. Right, slowest two-handed weapon I can find for the next half an hour. Thank you, Derelict. Let me grab food while I'm in there. This might help leveling up my stuff quicker, but I'm going to burn through a lot more food. So it's kind of like a benefit and a downside to it. Yeah. Can't remember how much it costs. OSRS subscription. I think it was like £79 for a year. £79 a year. Or £10 a month. You somehow missed the pin until now, you're bad. It's okay. Oh, it's Pishing Poo. They're still here. With their arm clipping through their shield. Okay, I'm still on accurate. It attacks so slowly. That is agony. Oh my god. Watch my max hit still be a 4 as well. Haven't found out yet because I keep hitting fucking freeze. Max hit's still a 4! Oh, fucking amazing. That's so good. It does look pretty sick when it's rested on your shoulder like that, though. Not gonna lie. It does look pretty sweet. What did you pre-order, by the way, Mace? Oh, god. Why would you do this to yourself, Mace? It was the forbidden game, okay. Mace, no. I wonder if I give myself superhuman strength, if I could maybe hit a 5 with a tiny little bit of prayer I've got left. Nope, even 10% more strength. It's not enough. That is so funny. It's so bad. I wanna look this up. I very rarely look stuff up in this game, but since I've got them both and I could technically compare them, I'm just too lazy. A steel bar, it could make a long sword and a two-handed sword. The two-handed sword has 6 more strength bonus, and apparently that does not make a difference here. And it has 7 more attack bonus as well. That is amazing. So in theory, I should hit harder, and I should hit more often, in terms of like my actual attacks statistically should hit more often. However, I guess the question that comes into play here is what's the attack speed difference between the two as well? I don't know if it says that on the wiki somewhere. I try not to read too in depth because it gives you a whole bunch of spoilers. Oh, there you go. 5 ticks for the steel longswords. 7 ticks for the steel two-handed. So probably not worth it, to be honest. I wonder though. If I go slash, could I hit a 5? I could hit lots of ones. Even with slash? Even with the +3 strength, I'm still hitting a 4. Oh god, woof. Even if it's max hit, faster attack strength is better. Because the likelihood of hitting your max hit all the time is so incredibly unlikely compared to the likelihood that you hit your, more often, right? That you just hit an average number over and over again at, like, a quicker attack speed. It's much better than a kind of, like, aiming to hit your max hit, but at a slower attack speed. Take that request off. Take a shot every time I land a 0. Please don't. I can't even skew it by like putting the screen up because it makes a different fucking noise. Actually, wait, does it? You just have to believe me. You're trying to poison someone, right? That's death. Try the scimitar? I will try the scimitar after my half an hour with this weapon is up. What's the difference between a simi and a longsword? You don't remember, fair enough. Simi is 4 tick. Okay. I know something you could try. What's that, Mace? What does it involve to do with closing the game? It's almost as fast as you can with melee? Huh. Neat. Fuck you mean closing the game? I just expected, like, what you were gonna say is, like, I know what you could try, and then say, like, play Wild Hearts or something. Get more grit dog going, you know? Leveling agility, duh. Well, when this 17 minutes of training with this slow as fuck weapon runs out, I'll go back to running around the course again. This is how it happened, Phoenix. This is how it happened. The upside is I have specifically said when a skill reaches 99, it can't be redeemed anymore, even though it can still add experience. So, when I max out agility, they'll have to redeem something else. If I ever max out agility before I manage to do the fire cape. My end goal. Prayer? I don't even know how to level up prayer. How far am I? I'm at 58. Oh, to the fire cape? Dude, I don't have a fucking clue. I still don't even know exactly where it is other than the continent. Haven't been there. My plan was that I was going to give it a try once I had got my upgraded equipment. I was going to give it a go. So people who know the fire cape don't be like, oh yeah, that's not happening or anything like that right now. Because obviously that would be spoileries. But I want to get a gauge on how far I can get into it. With mithril crossbow, shitloads of mithril bolts. I don't know if this is ranged armor or magic armor yet. And that's really going to put a bit of a fuck into my plan if it's incorrect. But full snakeskin. And the snakeskin shield. Don't know if it's ranged, don't know if it's magic. I'll find out. So, if not full snakeskin, I don't know. Maybe full grain dragon hides. And like a full inventory of lobster, I guess. And then see how good it goes, see how far I can get in there. And that can, elaborate upon what I'm gonna do in the future. What do you do for crafting? Cowhide hunting? What I have been doing... Yay! Attack 27. What I've been doing is, I do a lot of mining to make all of this melee gear. And then I polish all of the gems whenever I get them. That gives me like a slow trickle, basically. I do the mining off stream, because mining is incredibly boring to do on stream. But what I mainly do is, if I remember, which I've not been recently, every time I go to Catherby, I purchase the 10 soda ash and the 10 sand, and then I purchase the 20 seaweed and turn it into soda ash, and I do glass blowing. For a while, I was crafting like holy amulets out of silver, because I think that was the best experience I could get. I don't know, because I don't look any other stuff up. And I was selling them to a shop nearby, and that was making me a little bit of money as well. It might be worth, at some point, me having a peep on how much gold stuff sells for, but it's going to be like not much because you'd have to put gems on it. Maybe I can see how much gold tiaras sell for to shops, and then that might be like a decent way to train it while also getting some experience and stuff, some money. But that's future me's problem. But yeah, glass blowing was my main way. And just a slow little trickle from gems and stuff as well. But I don't really know what I'm gonna do going forward, because I'm gonna need a lot more going forward. Crafting level 56 in order to be able to make the full snake skin, if I have wrote it down correctly. Which seems right, because that's the shield, and that's the last one. So yeah, I don't really know how I'm gonna get there. Because 56 is going to require a similar amount of experience to agility here. Maybe minus like 20,000. So I need 220k and I've only got 50k so far. That is a problem for sure. Woodcutting 50 is going to be easy. Fletching 54 is going to be easy. The woodcutting will happen during the fletching. I also need to get some fire making. That's also going to be easy. Right, you just burn logs. Done. It's mostly just the crafting and the smithing that are the issues. And I make myself further screwed because I don't like to world hop. Because what I could do is just like purchase an absolute shitload of stuff for glass blowing by just world hopping over and over again to different vendors to just purchase as much of the like soda ash and stuff as possible. But that feels so incredibly like gaming the game that I don't like it, you know? So I've not been doing that one. Am I gonna get another level out of this? I've got 8 minutes left. Almost certainly. Lovely. does mean I got a decent chunk of agility, my melee stats done. It wasn't as much as I wanted to get done, but I'm happy with it. I leveled up a lot of skills today, eh? Oh my god. Been all over the fucking place. 51k experience already. And I've still got over an hour left. Leveling up attack is very slowly here. My hit rate seems to have become, like, appreciably good, though. Not bad, yeah, not too shabby, I would say. I'm even going to get to agility level 59, thanks to Mace's Redeem and Crimmy's Redeem earlier combined. Not as slow as the 15 experience per big bones for prayer. Yeah, that's not, it's not particularly rapid. But hey, I've gained nearly 1,000 experience for it. Which, honestly, not too shabby, right? It's not great, but considering it's a passive income as a result of combat training, I'll take it. How much are these worth right now? Still a lot of money. On the old exchange. I can't use the logic of how much I'm hitting my attacks right now because this won't be the weapon I'm using. And that fucks with things. Not sure why they're worth so much when they're doo-doo. Something about there was like a new boss added. Someone mentioned it before. There's been a new boss added and for some reason these bones are relevant for that. So the price for them shot the fuck up. In the week since I first noticed it, last week is when I first noticed it, they were worth like 1,100 on Tuesday last week, and already Monday this week they're down to like 850. So I'm sure it will go away very quickly. But yeah, if you wanted to make some quick money for a while on a Grand Exchange world, or character, sorry, these bones were the fucking place to go, apparently. No idea why, but something to do with the boss. Don't leave the sapphire on the floor, you're killing me. If I weren't Iron Man, it'd be decent for money making, yeah. It would be. It would be. Is there still time for another goal? We got 3 minutes on this one, then half an hour on the next one, which would put us to just barely yes. You can squeeze it in there. Just about. They're gonna make me do agility for 1 hour. No, Fredo does fun redeems, which are almost all based on food. Hey, Jordan. Pleasure to see you. How you doing? They did one for runes as well, to like collect as many different types of runes up to 10 as I could in the span of half an hour. That was a fun one. I will have a good time, Jordan. I hope you have a great time. All skills 99 when. Dude, I don't know if I'm even gonna get one skill to level 99. Talk about all of them. I would love to get a skill 99. That would be like the cherry on top if I could do that before the fire cape. But considering that 92 is half of the experience required for 99, and I'm only at level 58, it seems very fucking unlikely. You know? Now, of course, something that does have to be bared in mind with that logic is the further and higher that you get, the better the experience methods that also become available to you. Because you yourself are more competent, hopefully, in terms of knowledge, but also just in terms of being able to gain the stuff. But, yeah. I think it takes, someone said, like, vaguely 300 to 400 hours to max the skill. From 1 to 99. So, yeah. Yeah. That in half-hour chunks would require 600 redeems. Which is a lot. That's a lot of redeems. Thank you for the veggie balls, Fredo. I'm looking forward to doing them. We got 44 seconds left. We're gonna ditch this place and immediately start going towards Falador. Unless they made it better in old school before RuneScape 3 became a thing, the highest you could get is like 60 an hour. Yeah, mining's really slow. Extendable stream for mining. I'm actually doing mining specifically off stream because it's so boring. Attack level 28. Happy days. From a visual perspective, I think at least when you're doing like combat or agility, like motion is happening on screen, you know? When you're doing mining, it's literally just tink, 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 and then it goes like, and then the person has to realize, and then it's just tink, 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 for like half a fucking minute because they just get really unlucky, you know? It's not the most visually impressive thing in existence. It's very chill and very nice to do when watching a YouTube video. About some random bullshit like the CIA trying to assassinate Castro. But not the greatest, I think, from watching. Your boys were mining granite in the desert, then when the living caverns became a thing, they mined there. You know, you believe both locations are dead in RuneScape 3 now? Oh no! I would be really interested, after a very long period of time, after taking a break for a while, to play RuneScape 3. I would love to experience the difference between the two. It seems like it would be really cool. Right, let's take Mace's request there. Leveling agility for half an hour. I'll start it once I go up the little rampy thing, as I always do. Right. Go. And I will very quickly hit 59. which is great. You remember taking a long break, came back to, alright, let's go mine in the living cavern. I keep reading that as the leveling cannon. Cavern. It was like a ghost town. That's kind of awkward. Agility level 59. One more to go, and I unlock a new course. And I need 25,000 experience. Which I think, with the time remaining on this redeem, one more would do it. It'd get me there. To the new course unlock. Which would be Sears Village. Never seen this one before. Unique content to Old School. Yeah, Old School has rooftop courses. Which are just scattered around the various villages. And when you're doing the rooftop courses, you can get Marks of Grace. Which you can trade for a outfit which helps you run better, I believe. I don't know, because I don't know where you do it. But I think it's for the Graceful set. Which, like, reduces weight. And maybe increases run recharge, I don't know. I've done 250 laps here now, man. Oh my god. It's the highest skill by a long shot. Also, I forgot my total level, man. It's 773. Oh. Nearly 800. Nearly a million experience as well. Cool. That's really neat. And it's still really upsetting that a quarter of my total experience is in this one fucking skill. It's just been redeemed so many times. And it's got such consistently good experience gain as well. You got agility to like 96 or 7 before you quit. Oh man, that's so close. I can imagine those last 10 levels for agility are absolutely fucking grueling. Because it's something that does require like a lot of attention, right? If you want to get good experience from it, you have to be like on the ball clicking relatively quickly. But you'd have to do it for so long. Although I suppose the smart thing at that point maybe would be to use like lamps on it and stuff. Is there an agility-based minigame? I suppose not, because like agility in of itself is basically a minigame, but you know what I would like to spend all my money on, actually? Construction. If I can just get construction to like level 58. Oh no, it's 45 actually. I could build the chapel and then I can sacrifice the bones to it. Because the book said that you can do that, and then maybe I can make more experience. That would be neat. It seems to be. Icon of Bob the cat? What the fuck? It's like skill training in here. A plumbing stand? What? I don't know what's going on in that place. Stepmom scooped you the plate of dinders from the pan before she added the veggies she can't eat. Nice. Good stuff. Agility harder. You know what is great about agility though? Every single one of these pop-ups that you get to see for experience, like all the time, it feels so nice. Just feeding me experience. It is glorious. That's right, I've already done nearly 10 minutes. There's only 22 to go at this point. And I will definitely get myself to the threshold where I could move to Sears Village on the next redeem. It would be good. The massive when completing a lap is satisfying. Yeah, it is. Like so. 241. Oh, doesn't seem like much when you need 21,000, but it's good. This course is actually, I think, like really nice though. In the sense that you just get a really good amount while you're going around as well. Like 60 there. Even these small jumps are 27, which is kind of nice. I think this one's a 60 as well. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Oh, what do I do about this deal? Maybe I do like 600 steel. I just don't want to be shy again. That's the issue. Would be neat if you can see players, NPCs moving around the top of it. Oh, what, when you're down below? I don't know if you can or not, to be honest. If there's other players up here, you can definitely see them moving around while you're up here as well. It's just a bit dead at the moment. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you can see the NPCs, because there should be some in the park, right? So... By that guard who just magically disappeared. Which makes sense, I suppose, because they're technically like different maps. That's how that would work, but it's a bit of a bummer. Five more mining and you can join the mining guild. Something I am very, very much looking forward to. Because I assume, although I do not know, but if I remember correctly from when I've looked on the map, and just it would make sense, the mining guild is probably one of the better places to mine. I would hope. So my hope is when I get... I'm gonna do all of the steel I need to do to start being able to do mithril. And then I'm gonna mine, like, all of the coal that I want, which I think is about 10,000 coal. And by that point, I'm definitely mining level 60. At which point I could go into the guild, and then hopefully they have a good point where I could actually mine, like, mithril at a relatively decent rate. Because I haven't seen anywhere fantastic to do it at. I'm sure there is, I just haven't looked around much, and the places where I have been to, it's not been great. I just hope it doesn't have a requirement. Like an arbitrary requirement. Like the crafting guild, I think requires you to have like a leather apron on. The chef's guild requires you to have a top hat, I think. The cooking guild, chef's guild, whatever it is. I am exclusively qualified to be in due to the sheer amount of fucking fish that I have cooked. Yeah, don't care if it's like the best spot, as long as it's like decent. Because then at least I know where to go. Here. I think is it here? I think it's here, right? Okay, something that's kind of important here that I should start thinking about. Is how the hell am I going to get to that place? I could go through, like, the underground tunnel up here. Over and across. It might be quicker just to teleport to the monastery and then go up, to be honest. What level until a new course? Level 60. So only one more level. One more level. Can I get Seer's Village? Seer's Village. And whatever the fuck are werewolf agility courses. And that would be nice. I would I would very much appreciate a new one at this point. After having done 263 laps so far, it is starting to become a bit repetitive. Want to go to the wildy one? I don't really like the wild one, to be honest. Because, I went in there, I got bombarded with a sign that was like, hey, fuck you, pay shitloads of money. And then I got hit with going around the course, which I didn't have to pay money for. You could just like get a reward for going around the course if you paid money. And I took shitloads of damage, and then I left. Because the experience wasn't even good. Hey, Human Harvest, how are you? God, taking a nap, coming back here, what you're seeing? Agility? It's always agility. It's okay, you'll get to see my potato aim in like an hour. I'm sure that will make you feel better. And not just horrible in the side at all. Potato aim. Hope you're ready. I don't do it on purpose. I just suck. It gives you a stroke. Oh my. Too much information. I will do your agility redeem in the first thing tomorrow, Human Harvest. Because there's already one queued up after this one. To do some veggie balls. And then I'll be switching over to Tarkov shortly after that, so yeah. I have to get good? I mean, I'll try, but like... Why can you be good in Monster Hunter but not in Tarkov? It makes no sense. Because I've played Monster Hunter since I was 10 years old? And I've played Tarkov for like maybe a few hundred hours. Max? Reaction? It's not about reactions. The reason why I'm good at Monster Hunter is because of experience, learning, and knowledge. Not because of my reaction speed. It's because my subconscious is so attuned to Monster Hunter that I can see a tell that my conscious brain can't even see. And I just fucking roll. Without even realizing that I'm rolling, and then I dodge an attack and I'm like, man, I'm good at this. I'm a genius. Someone points a gun at me in Tarkov, my brain just goes, ah. I go, ah. And then I hold the left click down. It's a very different situation. Veggie balls? What's wrong with the veggie balls? No conscious thought required. Slightly disassociate, see what happens. You mean essentially play Monster Hunter while I stream, Connie? they're veggie and not meat. I don't know if the gnomes eat meat. It's not different, aim and react fast. You see, there's a problem with the aiming part. It's this wonderful little thing called a central tremor. Which doesn't affect me in Monster Hunter, but does affect me in Tarkov. That kind of makes it so that the mouse isn't held very still. What quests have I done in this? I have done Biohazard, Client of Korend, Cook's Assistant, Death to the Dorgashan, the Dig Site, Doric's Quest, Druidic Ritual, Elemental Workshop 1, apparently Ernest the Chicken. Oh, I remember that, yep. Fishing Contest, Goblin Diplomacy, Imp Catcher, the Knight's Sword, the Lost Tribe, Nature Spirit, Plague City, Porcine of Interest, however you want to say that. Priest in Peril, The Restless Ghost, Romeo and Juliet, and Rune Mysteries. X Marks the Spot, and Daddy's Home, which is a mini quest. Are all the ones I've done? Haven't done many, only 22. It is different. Because it's not in my subconscious to be shot at. It's in my subconscious enough when I'm playing a game to be shot at to, for the most part, not panic. But if it's CQC and I'm being shot at, that is not something I have ingrained into my memory. So I just panic. You know? My word was Dragon Slayer. I have it already. It's here. I am attempting to avoid the quests that give a good amount of combat experience. If I can. Because I don't want to just immediately be like level 30. Because that defeats the purpose in my mind. If I get a boost towards my goal, perfect. If I just get my goal immediately because I did one quest, feels a bit reductive, you know? You heard when you're very good at something, someone else will do it for you. Either physically or spiritually. Huh? What does that mean? Also Human Harvest, to compare Tarkov to Monster Hunter is a very bad thing to do. Because as I have said numerous times, I actively try to stay bad at Monster Hunter. And I get the feeling you don't want me to do that with Tarkov. I don't think you could physically play Tarkov with a controller, to be honest, Tommy. I think you wouldn't be able to, like, button map everything. It's also bad being actively bad in Monster Hunter. It makes the game more fun. My fun comes from the struggle and overcoming it. It doesn't come from being able to just absolutely wreck everything, right? Being disrespectful against newcomers? What, attempting to be bad at the game? I don't think that's being disrespectful for newcomers. It's not like I don't... Like, I go out of my way to be a bad. I just don't pay full attention. Right? That's it. I'm working on, like, 75% brain on Monster Hunter most of the time. And I only go up to full capacity when I'm doing like an Alatreon or a Fatalis or something. Actually, genuinely hard. Or if I triple cut, then I'm like, oh, hello. Or if I'm first timing something, then I use my full capacity. Or Zeniths. All Zeniths did is make me lose fucking brain cells. From attempting to use all of my brain cells. For example, when you work hard as a programmer, you become a lead programmer and you stop programming. Instead, you read to scan forevers. That's physically. And in my case with Monster Hunter is spiritually. Right, okay. Yeah, you become so, like, just ingrained in being able to do something that you just peace out, basically. The Cedius village quest. Cedius. I like Cedius. But also, I am someone who can do something once, enjoy it for the spectacle, and then have the knowledge to be like, if I farmed that, it would be boring as fuck. So I don't farm it. And then you've got all the people out here who are like, man, I hate Goldbeard. It's such a shit fight. I hate Atukar in GU. It's terrible. Yeah, but you spent like 80 hours non-stop farming it for its armor and its weapons because they're the best in slot. So, like, do you actually hate it? Or do you hate yourself? Because let's level with each other here. You're the problem. Frontier made you realize Vars's quote again. Insanity. Let me show you the definition of insanity. People hate an asshole car. People like the fight the first time they do it, but then they realize that it has the best equipment, or it has some of the best equipment. It's got like the lazy best equipment, I think. Because of its skill that like doubles all of the decorations and the necklace that you have. The skills from them are just like doubled. So everyone farms Atukar to build the full armor set. But farming a spectacle fight in almost every situation is generally just a bad idea in terms of fun. Because the spectacle wears off. And then the fights tend to be a little bit less good than the other fights, just in general, because they're a spectacle. It's just kind of how it has to be sometimes. And then they hate the fight. Because they've been farming it for 20 hours non-stop for an armor set that they're just getting unlucky. It's not the fight's fault, is it? It's not the fight's fault. You don't know, you just do it. You don't hate your life, or you farming for best on slot, all the things. You do it when you want to, yeah. It's the people who do it because they need best in slot, Human Harvest. Like, the only way that they can have fun is when they're doing the maximum possible damage that they can do at any point in time. Because they have to do maximum amount of damage or they don't enjoy themselves. So even if they don't enjoy the process, even if they hate the process of farming the monster, they have to do it for themselves. So that they can have maximum possible damage output, even though they're ruining their own experience. Right. This is the last lap. And then I will give myself the 30 minutes to make the 60 vegetables. You always ask your brother about why he still hunts for Tarleton World after he's hunted it 5k times. As long as he's having fun, that's the important thing, right? That's all that matters at the end of the day. As long as you enjoy yourself, then it's worth it. I will just never understand the mentality of, like, I need to have this equipment to the point where I will fight this thing until I despise myself and it. And then I will claim forever for the rest of time that I hate this monster, even though, like, I loved it the first time I did it. Just doesn't make sense. Don't make any dang sense. Right, let's start this timer. There we go. 60 balls from Fredo. Thank you, Fredo, for the 60 balls. You mean Almadron with Rapid Morph? Yeah, exactly. You could say the same thing about farming any monster for hours and hours. You can, Zale. The reason why I say spectacle monsters in particular is their fights tend to become a lot more boring when the spectacle wears off. Obviously, it applies to doing anything too much. It just becomes boring. But spectacle fights in particular, because they're a little bit more reliant on the spectacle, in general, the fights just tend to be a little bit less engaging, a little bit less fun. Which means when they're the ones that people farm, they tend to dislike them more than something like Rathalos or Baroth. Aziolos is a very common meta piece, right? But yeah, the logic definitely applies to, like, if you spam anything for long enough, you won't have fun, because no-brainer. No-brainer. Equipment should never be outright better than anything any armor can do. That's a nice thought in theory. But in practice, it is functionally impossible. Unless you want armor to just do nothing, right? That's the only way that becomes functionally possible. Either armor does nothing, or all armor has exactly the same defense and skills. Because if you even add one skill, people will make a meta. Do I have enough patat? I do. I do not have enough onion, which is an issue. Can I buy onion? Hello. I know I have some onion planted somewhere. Oh, I can buy onion. We're good. We're good. I don't have enough coins. I only needed 10. It's perfect. Yeah, I only needed 10. Good, 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 good. No, I need the coins. Just do that. Because what I'm also going to have to do is I have to buy the like, flava stuff that goes on at the end. This. The Equa leaves, and then let it restock as well. And I don't know how quick the restock is because I don't have enough of them. It'll be good. In the food tab, in here, in here. I need 3 more onions. And other stuff. Does world hopping work for restock? It does, but I do not world hop. Because I am an awkward little shit. Although for this, I might have to do it to be able to do it in time, unfortunately. Because I purely will not have the ingredients. No, you wait. Okay. Deviant and whatever else those afflicted or whatever monsters are the worst. Oh god, in GU, yeah. GU late game is miserable. Hey Summers, how are you? Comfy, apparently. That thing is adorable. Your human hurts. Oh, are you ill again? Or is your ill just kicked back up into overdrive? They have the worst combat song and it never changes. Oh. It's so bad. You like how you can tell Koei? Koei had a hand in that from their particle effects? Is that a Koei thing, is it? Just in pain, poopy. That sucks. I've still got 23 minutes. I already have enough dough in here. I already bought enough dough. This is 4, 8, 12. I don't think that's gonna work. If I go with 8, that should be good though. So 8 at a time is my limit, really. I need the spice on me as well, fuck. I forgot about the spice. Amateur. It is very true. Unfinished bowl. That's what I want. Oh yeah, I'm gonna drop all the bowls on the floor. I think I just put the leaves on it. And they're done. Dude, this is gonna be time awkward. Yeah, great. Cooking level up. Get the fuck off my screen. I ain't got time for your shit right now. Cooking level up. That is 4, 8, 11. Fuck, I ate it. That's 12. How's the time? 19 minutes. Hey, Ian. How you doing? The Equa leaves aren't gonna refresh quickly enough. They're just not refreshing fast at all. Like, I did all of that and 4 leaves have refreshed and that's fucking it. That just don't work. I have to cook them first, dummy. Haven't stopped your shenanigans since mid last week. Your mental's improved by a lot. In time, you'll return though. At least it's improved for the moment. I can prep all of the bits, but the restock just isn't quick enough. Is the issue. Gotta click them all individually. It's fine. Shop missed out on a business opportunity. Oh yeah. Need to fucking spice in my inventory, don't I? Gonna give this restaurant a bad review if you don't get their energy balls on time. It literally, functionally cannot happen. It's not my fault. I might be able to stand a chance if I wasn't screwed by the fucking restock. But I'm screwed by the restock. Fuck. Fuck. You recall the leaf can be obtained as a drop? Dude, I'm not even gonna have enough time to get all of the fucking bowls done. You want me to get a drop right now? I did eat all of them, so yeah, 22 is correct. Cool. I'm gonna take my cooking license. We don't need to talk about that right now. Gathering point, like cabbage? Is it round here? Because even then, like, I've got fucking 14 minutes left. Don't tell me I'm part of the cooking guild. No, I'm not allowed in there. Southeast of Feldip Hills? That's so far away. Fuck. There's only so fast a man can click. Ugh. The fucking money is down here all of a sudden. Thinking about bringing the almost finished balls and going there to finish the last batch if it's close enough. That would work, yeah. Now we know the people at Hell's Kitchen feel. Goal for next time, pick plants. I mean, the kitchen will have restocked somewhat by now, but it just won't be enough. Don't talk to me, just trade with me. This kitchen stock is terrible. It really is. The leaf is required by every recipe according to the wiki, and the stock is this bad? That's miserable. The new stalkers have acid shotguns from Alfie. I heard someone say, I think it was LaFish, about acid stalkers the other day, which sounded horrifying, to be honest. Must not get many customers. No, because they don't have any fucking stock, that's why. I should really, like, do this bit correctly, but fuck it. Really wish the shop was, like, a smidge closer. Indeed, Indeed. That. Shut up! My cooking isn't. I don't need my cooking to advance. I need to move. Speed! Speed, speed, speed! If I could at least get the bowls done in time, then I know functionally I could have done it. Even if though I didn't do it, because these motherfuckers suck. Can't type for shit. Yeah, that one was impressive, to be honest. Completely off on, like, all of the fingers. I've got anything to cook? Seven minutes. $60 might have been too much for this amateur. I could have done it if they had the restock. If they had the restock. Excuses? Look, you cannot blame a chef for the failure for the kitchen to prep. That is not fair. That is not the chef's fault, that's the supply's fault. The chef has not failed in their duty, the kitchen has failed in their duty. By having dog shit supply, the chef can't cook if there's no ingredients. I nearly said capiche and I don't know why. I don't know where that came from. What am I becoming? You turned me into a monster, Fredo. turn me Italian? I don't think me appropriating someone else's culture is turning me Italian. Do I know if Wild has this rollback upgrades? It does, and it gives you all the materials back as well. You could just go crazy. Mm-hmm. I have all the leaves. I have all the leaves. Go, 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 go. I have 3 minutes remaining. I have successfully prepped every single bowl. The only thing I do not have is the leaves. If I was to world jump twice right now, I would finish this. World hop, whatever the fuck it's called. Run for the gathering point until the time runs out. I mean, the gathering point is probably just gonna be like 1 drop, no? I mean, I'll do it, but... Did you say the southwest of Feldup Hills? Southeast of Feldup Hills? That's the wrong way. I want to see if I can even get there. I mean, I got 2 minutes remaining, so 2.5 minutes. Southeast of Feldup Hill. Never eat shredded wheat. That way. Down here somewhere, perhaps? I have to go all the way around. The only way for me to get down there is for me to go round here and then like that. The wiki says several respawn points. Is it 21? I need 21 respawn points. Why did you just walk in here? Surely this cannot be the quickest way. Are you fucking with me? It's a too fat amount, don't exaggerate your review. It's true. There is 39. Reviews exaggerate all the time. They do, but they shouldn't. You've been playing for a while, considering taking a break. Consider making the shop restock quicker, you fucks! I mean, yeah, I'll think about it in a minute. Hop Worlds? I wasn't allowed to. There you go. I got to here, Fredo. And I would have to get to, like, here, probably. Southeast would be somewhere down here, right? I could have chartered a ship! That would have cost so much fucking money. Just out of interest. That's that. I did a pretty good job, though. If it wasn't for the restock limit and for the fact that I can't world hop to cheat into more supplies, I would have done it with minutes to spare. Only minutes to spare, but with minutes to spare. What's this place called? The Corsair Cove. There's no multiverse in your goals. 600 coins. It wouldn't have been terribly too expensive, to be honest. Wouldn't have been terribly too expensive. Welcome to the world of grinding. Thank you. How's OSRS? I've been greatly enjoying it. I've been having a ton of fun with it. Thank you very much. Unfortunate to say, Demon Llama, you've come in at a very unfortunate time, as that is when I'm going to take a break from old school RuneScape today and switch over to Tarkov for a bit. I will switch back over to this tomorrow at this point. It won't be till tomorrow morning, roughly around this time before. You can see on the linky there. I will otherwise go on about a 15-minute break now and then return with some PvE Escape from Tarkov. I'll see you in just a sec.